Hey there, thanks for joining me for today's practice. I'm going to go through and show a few moves that you can do in a double chair restorative practice. As usual, if you would like certain props to help you, I will talk about different adaptations and props that you can use through flow. For example, taking Shavasana or Moment for Peace, you can still have blankets or pillows or something to support the body, since we'll have so that time of rest, and you may want to be comfortable under a blanket. You could also use, since we're in double chairs, pillows or maybe rollers, depending on the chair that you're using or chairs that you're using in the flow, to help support the body, or under the tail to keep you lifted if you'd like. I do recommend using stable, strong chairs, something that you feel will help to keep you from tipping over or falling over. One adaptation might be using the couch. You can even do these moves in bed, whether doing them fully on the bed or having the legs hanging off the bed. That's as good as double chairs. But the chairs and having the feet lifted is just another way to enjoy flow, and also a different way to feel the body dive into our muscles and flexibility and movement and mobility differently. So this is a wonderful class. It's just a few, poses to go through. A lot of restorative practices are like long, to an hour, hour and a half. So showing these 3 poses and a few stretches might have a flow that you take you on your own practice time 30 to 45 minutes possibly. A nice thing to do is to set a timer from anywhere between 1 minute to 3 to 5 minutes, depending on how comfortable you are with the moves. Restorative, you may go into a pose and feel wonderful, and then you sit in that pose and really start to feel the body open, feel new sensations, promoting blood flow and circulation, or a little massage on the internal organs. So after this flow, it's a good one to drink plenty of water, relieve yourself, and of course, if you have any questions, let me know. Leave me a comment, send me a message at carmitasmiles.com or on Instagram at carmitasmiles, and we'll be in touch. Enjoy the flow. Again, thank you for joining me. I'm Carmita Smiles. We are going to do a restorative practice today with double chairs. You want to make sure that you feel stable and secure in the chairs you use. It's a nice way to lift the feet off the ground, but you want to feel secure. Alternatives would be to do this in bed or on a couch, or anything you can still have the feet lifted so that your tail, your spine still feel aligned. So we're going to do today about 3 different poses with a couple of stretches in between, just to help the back get some release. You may go into the poses, like I mentioned, feeling fresh, and then you sit and there's new sensations. So we're going to get started now. We're starting off with some nice head circles. You can take these in any direction to start. This is a nice way to align your breath and body. You can always have a hazy gaze or closed eyes. You can go as slow and steady as you'd like. You'll take a moment to pause, and you'll take your head circles the opposite direction. It's just to loosen us up, feel the body, get us going, find our breath. This is all about breathing, really breathing into the parts and pieces of the body. Here I'm aligning my breath with my upper vertebrae, my chest, finding good posture. Come back to center, take any movements that I need. Then I take a head tilt towards the sky, open the mouth for a little stretch. Pass the head through center, chin to chest, open the mouth for a little stretch. Head to center, I'm going to my right side first. Open mouth, little stretch, pass through center. Once again, going to my left side, open mouth, little stretch, come back to center. Taking another breath, taking any movements I need, any little wiggles. Feel my body, check in with posture. Then when I'm ready, maybe doing some nice cats and cows to get started. I take a cow, inhaling, and then I flow through a cat. I take a cow again, inhaling into the center and body, exhaling into cat. Getting some movement to the spine. Cow again, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale into cat. Once again, deep stretch, back to center. Finding my breath once again, doing what I need. I'm going to welcome myself into a gentle spinal twist. I'm going to take my hands and walk them outside of the right side of my body just to welcome a little awareness. Find my breath. Relax the shoulders. One arm can go behind the seat, the back portion of the chair if you have one. If not, just use your body to support you. Keep it light and gentle. Then when ready, return back to center. Check on posture and body. Inhalation. Then exhale. Take that spinal twist to the opposite side. See how slow I move, taking my time, feeling the body, kind of letting the lower body just be relaxed. Breathing. Then returning back to center, we're going to go in for our first extended pose. So I'm going to have my second seat. I'm going to make sure it feels stable. I'm going to adjust the length so that when I put my feet on the second seat, they feel good and stable and comfortable. Legs are supported, tail is supported. And the first pose is going to be a forward fold. I'm going to take the arms up through center, up to sky, get a nice stretch, inhaling, then exhale, gently allowing my arms to lengthen, the belly to rest gently upon the thighs. And what's going to happen is as I stay in this pose and find comfort here, I'm going to do my best to breathe into the body, relax and lengthen, welcome any new sensations, exhale any tension or tightness away, leave the thoughts behind, just really focus on what I feel, finding relaxation, rejuvenation, aligning with my breath. As I fall deeper into the stretch, my spine may lengthen, my upper body may come closer with the lower body, the arms may lengthen. Let the arms, the shoulders, the back be restful. Don't allow that spine to arch and roll over though. You want to make sure you're really lengthening it. So lengthen, you fold over from that waist. Enjoy this pose, enjoy the sensations and the breath. Restorative is about more of the poses, opening up the body than it is transitions. So this would be a nice one if you had a light little pillow maybe under the tail or behind the back of you. That's good. You're going to gently release out of your forward fold. We're going to take the arms passing through sides towards the back of seat. Gently hold on to the back of seat. Drop the shoulders down, lift the chest, take a nice stretch. Then allow the arms to release. Next pose, we'll find a bound angle here. So I have showing different variations here. You could release and allow the spine to rest on the back of the seat, rest hands on thighs, allow the knees to fall out to sides along with gravity, opening up the lower body. Or you have the option to move forward, almost going into another forward fold, finding that belly, that upper body to rest over the lower body to help open up the lower body a bit deeper. Once again, you're folding over from the waist, that back, that spine lengthen, the arms and shoulders are restful, using that second seat for support. You could even have a pillow resting gently, and you could rest on that pillow if you choose. Then once again, you're going to find this bound angle and find your breath. Now, for anyone who gets into this pose and it does not feel comfortable, you could always realign, rolling up the spine and resetting yourself in a bound angle. Or you can do a half angle. So a half bound angle would be you'd allow one leg to connect to floor or come down, and then you would just have one knee bent upon the second seat, going over into whichever variation with your upper body that you choose. But what you would do is then maybe you would take and cut the minutes in half. So if you decide to do a bound angle with both legs up for say 5 minutes, you may set the timer, have 2.5 minutes on one side, roll up the spine, release, and then do that same after the 2.5 minutes is up and take it to the other side. Or if you have 3 minutes total, 1.5 minutes on one side, then release that leg down, 1.5 minutes on the other side. So those are variation options. Otherwise, you have both legs up. Enjoy opening the body. Enjoy the rest. Enjoy your breath. And when you're ready, you'll roll up that spine once again. Roll those shoulders back, possibly take any stretches you need. We're going to go ahead and walk those hands outside for another spinal twist to the right. Just to release any tightness and tension out of our center. Then we're going to take it back to center. Take any movements we need. Walk the hands, spinal twist the opposite side. Find your breath, a little stretch. Then you'll come back, returning to center. The third pose I'm going to show today is a nice seated forward fold. You have the option. You could keep those both legs like we did in the beginning up on that second seat. But another nice way is we want to focus on being a little bit more restful. So you can have the feet connected to floor. Now my chairs are a little bit higher. So I'm going to take my arms out to sides, inhale them up to ceiling and sky, and exhale my arms onto the second seat. I'm going to take forearm on top of forearm, forehead on top of forearm, and take my seated forward fold, supported forward fold. Once again, I could have a little pillow, maybe behind the back, or a little blanket over the arms. Use the props I need to find comfort. The other option here is if you are connected to floor with those feet and you feel sturdy that you won't fall over, you could take the arms, raise them up through high to ceiling to sky, inhale, and exhale and fully forward fold. Take that tail back. The arms are going to go all the way down, possibly to thighs or to floor, as you lengthen and stretch and allow that upper body, that belly, that chest to rest on the thighs. And you could stay connected and lower that way into a forward fold. Now that's if your chair is low and you feel stable connected to floor. But like I mentioned, I have high stools that I'm using because I wanted to show the alignment, that the body was even. And that's the same if you have high stools. Make sure those feet are still supported no matter where they sit. Relax the lower body. Allow that belly and chest to still come forward. And you can actually then lengthen the spine still, almost like a supported tabletop, almost having forearm on forearm, forehead on forearm for this pose. You could also allow the head to adjust. You could take your head and turn it one direction or the other, or just have forehead rested on forearms. Once again, find your breath, relax into the pose, set a timer, enjoy lengthening through the spine, the body relaxes, new sensations, new rejuvenation, promotion of circulation, connection with self and breath. Always adjust as you need. This moment for peace, stillness, connection with body. Then when you're ready, when that timer goes off, or if you'd like to end with me, you can roll up that spine, take any movements or motions that you need. I want to thank you for joining me for this double chair restorative practice today. Namaste.